All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely, lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I want to cover the mystery of the migrants crossing the board, the mystery of the migrants crossing the board. I want to first and foremost go to, I'm not going to go to Revelation 10 because a lot of this here it doesn't matter as long as one of my calling, sweet spirit and truth. People still, they can be looking dead at what it's saying and it doesn't matter. It's what already planted in them. Okay. So it's already what is planted in them. Okay. So I want to cover the migrants, the mystery of the migrants. And the reason why you need to know what the mystery is, because there is a mystery in the, like I say, in Revelation chapter 10, it tells you that there's no more time in Yah, and that the mystery is finished. And it's only now founded in the servants and the prophets. So a lot of people are being taught by the flesh. And it's about right because the gate is real broad. Okay. And I do know by the gate being broad, that means that the flesh and those that are born of the flesh is going to walk in freely and happy. So that's a reason why it's okay for people to go therein, because that's the direction that they had already been missioned to. That's why it's important to know the things that the Father teaches us in the spirit realm, because it tells us the detail of the spirit realm so we can understand the flesh realm. You see, we thinking it's all about the flesh, but we forsake the spiritual realm and we run to the flesh realm because we're more comfortable. But just because you're comfortable in the flesh realm is not going to deliver you from the lake of fire. Just because you're comfortable in the flesh realm is not going to save you in this tribulation time period. Okay. I will say that the tribulation has already started, and it has started for a little while now. And that where you at is where your flesh wants you to be. Your worst enemy is your flesh, and he got you where you want to be. Okay. Because if you anywhere in spirit and truth with the light in your right hand, you'll be trying to detach yourself to that light, detach yourself to what is spirit and truth. A lot of people have decided that they are who they are, regardless who says this and who says that. The Father always sent his servant. Okay. He's always sent his prophet. So you can be whoever you want to be and the way you want to be and how you want to be. You see, just as you see all the judgment is on all the melanated men right now. The judgment of the Most High has spread itself abroad. And these melanated men in this country, they don't even see it. They don't even see it. They really think somebody is bothering these men. But the Father is bothering the whole situation. He's bringing everything to the light. And in the midst of bringing it to the light, he said, see, Deborah, they talk about slavery. These men has reached the destiny to have way more than what a slave ever could have. But did it change them? Did it turn them any other way but the way that they still going? They did the abomination, Deborah. They did the sexual lust and abomination and wicked and evil at the highest of having more than any slave that entered into this country. But did it change them? See, he's saying that this is the same reason why he caused them to lose the land that he promised Abraham and Isaac, is because of who they are. They want everybody to be the seed of Satan. They're not going, no matter how much money you get. Look at Tyler Perry. Look at Oprah. Look at Jay-Z. Look at Diddy. Look at Will Smith. Look at 50 Cent. Kevin Hart. Kirk Franklin. These people have money, but choose to be the serpent. Not choose. They ain't got no choice. But showing you what the serpent seed look like when it have everything on the earth. But look who follow them. Melanated men who say that they are the true Jews. And they Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Or we awaken. They still will follow this Will Smith. I got some good news today. I didn't listen to it. I think I gripped 3 minutes of it because I don't entertain it. I'm telling y'all, I do not entertain it. And it was Will Smith, other wife, before he met Jaden, telling the story. I said, Father, did not I just do a video today regarding Will Smith and them doing this at a young age? Father, you know all things. I never doubted you, but I just thank the Father for revealing all things to me so I would know what is before me while I'm still here on the earth. You see, that's why I call it spirit and truth. I won't give up spirit and truth with the light in my right hand for you and nobody else. I'm going to stand firm on that. So what has happened is she came up and she said that Will Smith been messing with little boys before she even got married to him. She didn't know it, but she found it out. She said that's why she left him. He was doing all that freaky stuff. Will Smith was. See how y'all turn around and look how these melanated men are supporting Will Smith. Talking about Jade and done this to him. Jade and done it. Look how they support Diddy. Chastity shouldn't have sued him. He shouldn't have paid her off. You know, all kind of things. Not seeing they wicked. The Father say because these men are as much wickedness rest in them as it does them. They on the same team, y'all. Just as Biden and Trump is. They on the same team. But they got y'all bent running around here talking about Republican and Democratic. Neither one did anything for you and never will. But you running around here waiting for the vote. Talking about Trump and Trump and Biden. This is showing you these are people whose minds are gone. They are gone. Didn't I tell y'all that for the last 2 years? Judith is gone. I told y'all. And I was telling you at first when I started, I said 70. Then I began to, as 6 months ago, I started to say 80. Then I said 90. Now, I know it's gone. And this is why the judgment of the Father has laid it out onto the earth. To where everybody, all these melanated men, it's going to come up showing you exactly what they were and who they are. And the Father wants you women and men out there to see them for who they are. The Father bringing them to the surface in the light. But the Father wants me to say to you all that this is not what they just were. This is what their fathers and their fathers and their fathers and their fathers were all the time. While we're trying to make them kings, leaders, and rulers, you don't know what's invested into these men's spirits. You don't know what's invested into their spirits. But you would know them by their fruit. They are not bringing anything in spirit and light, spirit and truth, in any type of righteousness. But the people are loving them because they got money. Because they're doing the work for Satan. They loving them. So he was saying that the men going to love these other men like Diddy and Will Smith is because they too have been involved in that type of lifestyle one way or another, even when they were younger. So they enjoyed it then, and that's why they don't see nothing wrong with these men doing it. He said, and I'm sitting here saying, but Father, they keep saying Jada and Dwayne Wade, his wife Gabby, blaming it all on the men, on the women, so the men can continue it, and they already started it. Why do you think Roman chapter 1 of Roman, chapter 1 of Roman, it breaks all that stuff down and tell you what the men are doing. But no, you don't want to hear it. But today we are going to cover the mystery of the migrants. The mystery of the migrants crossing the border. When you get to Revelation 18 and you go to verse 1. Revelation chapter 18, verse 1. After these things, I saw an angel come down from the heavens, having great power, and the earth was litten with his glory. Now, how is it that the Father has brought us to the tribulation time period and fallen angels that representing the Satan is falling down, causing all this wicked and evil? Why is y'all saying that? They're in you. Why do there some fallen angels need to come down here when you are the Satan seed? So what do he need to let fallen angels come down to represent Satan when you are representing Satan? Does that make any sense? Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15, he coached Satan. I'm going to give you your seed and I'm going to have mine. You're going to hate mine. That's what intimacy means. You're going to hate them and they're going to hate you. They're going to hate sin and wicked and evil, and you're going to hate them because they are going to be my seed. And that's what you see in the world. That's why these men can love on these men constantly doing this abomination. But the Father told me, he said, see, Deborah, what I'm bringing to the surface, guess what? It's all in the light. And they still supporting them. They coming out saying they didn't rape men, they didn't rape young boys, they didn't rape young girls, and the men still support them. Abomination. It's in Romans chapter 1, telling you what these men are doing. But the women want to put king, leader, and ruler on their forehead. Talking about I'm going to submit. What you see in this land, you do not want to submit to none of it. Because it's in them, you guys. They came down here like that. There is no fallen angels. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. These angels that's coming down here is coming to complete the prophecies for the end time of the tribulation. He is not allowing fallen angels to fall down here at the same time. Man has lied to you in Genesis 6. There's no giants that's having sex with women, and there's no fallen angels having sex with the daughters. It was always the men. Like your men, your brothers, your fathers, your uncles, your grandfathers. That's what took place in the days of Noah. All you have to do is read the first chapter of chapter 6 of Genesis, verse 1. And it tells you exactly what was going on. And then when you get to, I think, to 2, it's telling you where the sons of Yah, meaning the spiritual ones, got caught up in it because they saw what the men were doing with their daughters. That's what in the word, you guys. It didn't have nothing to do with giants. Giants didn't do anything. They didn't cause anything. It didn't have to do with fallen angels. Man has hid the truth since the beginning of time. Even when it came down to Adam and Eve. Now see how Adam is conducting himself in the world today? The Father is giving but the Father has allowed Satan to do what he do with his seeds. And he have given them wealth. But what are they doing with it? What did Puff Daddy, Tyler Perry, Oprah, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, do you see them doing anything for your nation? No, because they never will. They never have. They didn't never do anything for their families or their nation. And none of these melanated men ever caught it. That you supporting them because they are the Satan seed, and so are you. Okay, so in Revelation chapter 18, this is the mystery of the migrants. And it's really not a mystery because it's laid out here, plainly seen. The angel was sent down and he had a loud voice. When you get to verse 2, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the holding of every foul spirit, and the cages of every unclean, hateful bird. You go back to Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Intimacy mean hate. So the birds that are hate are Satan's seeds. The foul spirits are Satan's seeds. The habitation of devils is Satan's seeds. These are the migrants that's coming in. But what are they coming into? Somebody like the melanated men on this earth, in this country. You see? Look at Diddy. There have been about 80 that has came up in the last 30 days with all of these abominations. They have been turned over to a reprobated mind to do all the things. And you can tell. And I'm sitting here watching this here saying, so Father, you mean these are the men of the fathers of yesterday and the fathers of yesterday and the fathers of their fathers and their fathers and their grandfathers? He said, yes, that's what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. These are the products that always existed. That's what broke up the homes. The abomination. And a lot of this that's going on in the eyes of the world today, Deborah, it was in the family yesterday. There was a reason why they lost their promised land. There was a reason. Why would I tell Abraham I'm giving it to him and then turn around and give it to him and then take it from them as if I took something from them? No, it's what they did on the land that was equipped to be holy for them. Rich. They wasn't on need for nothing. So here in Revelations, the migrants are coming over because they are written in Revelation 18 in verse 2. They are the habitation of devils and the holding of foul spirits, the cages of every unclean, hateful spirit. The Father has spoken. And guess what, y'all? They already started it. They said within the last year and a half, they have brought over 50 million. And let me tell y'all something else. The battle is real. That's in Matthew 24, the end days. He said the wars and rumors of wars is not it. Jump down to verse 7, Matthew 24 and verse 7. He said that there's going to be nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's what's going on in this land as I speak. You see, on top of the judgment of the Most High, bringing everything to light so everything can go into chaos. It's being fulfilled, y'all, right before your eyes, and you're in full denial. I would suggest, as a prophetess in the wilderness, I would just suggest for the world to gather everything you can, from guns, food, water, clothing, everything you can. Plant your garden, your trees, your everything, because what you're about to receive in the year 2024 and 25 is going to rock your whole world for eternal. Because what you did is what you're doing. You did nothing. And you think you're going somewhere. Okay, so here it is. The migrants is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2. Now, what are they coming to? What people don't understand, a couple of weeks, 200 men from China enter across the border. I sat back and watched how orchestrated it was. They formed a perfect line. They all had black backpacks. Most of them had on glasses. All of them was slim. The highest age might have been 50 years old. They coming for a mission. They represent Revelation 18 and verse 2. The trumpet has already been blown. If the trumpet was not blown in Revelation chapter 18 and verse, if it had not have been blown from heaven, then Sister Deborah wouldn't have it on earth to be here speaking to you all. And that's Revelation chapter 18. After these things, I saw an angel come down from heaven. And these are not fallen angels, wicked, evil, and devil doing evil. See how the world then done the opposite of what he says? He's telling you what he's sending down, and we're making them fallen angels. Now watch this here. fallen and become no, he said in verse 1. And these things, Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having a great power, and the earth was litten with his glory. Now listen to what he did in verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. That voice has already cried out. That's why I'm able to come to you, not just today, in time past, letting you know we are walking the prophecies up and down on the earth. And the judgment of the Most High Yah is at hand. Because the trumpet has already been blown. Look at the migrants coming in. Revelation verse 18, chapter 18 and verse 2. That's the migrants. Now, all these 200 Chinese men that came in, I explained to you how they were dressed, what they had, how they stood up, how they was in line, perfect line, how most of them had glasses on. They come for a mission. And the reason why you don't see their babies and their women out of those 200, not one of them had a woman nor their babies. The agreement was we would take care of them the rest of their lives. We need you to get over there to cut up and show up, cut up from the floor. So they coming over here as a sacrifice mission to fulfill. Revelation 18. Just to see them in so much order leads me to realize all the countries are in on it. This is a mission to complete Revelation 18 and verse 2. Babylon is already at war. And the war is within, not on the outside. I tried to explain to y'all I think I did about 20 videos explaining to y'all the war is within. When you get to Matthew 24, this is a time period where the disciples question Yeshua. They questioned him about the time. What would it be like? And he went on and telling them in Matthew 24 and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See right there, that's the information to let you know that it's not going to be caught up about wars and rumors of wars. Don't get caught up in that. There's a greater issue going on. And what is that? We're still in Matthew 24. You drop down to verse 7. The nation shall, not they might or they will. The nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. Okay? You run here to Revelation chapter 18. This is how it's coming to part. Nations against nations and kingdom against kingdom. Watch this here. And chapter 18 of Revelation and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and becoming the habitation of devils. And what else? Foul spirits. And what else? Hateful birds, unclean, hateful birds. That is nation against nations and kingdom against kingdom, right in its land. United States is going to fall from the inside and then taken out from the outside. But they're going to fall. And it's already falling, y'all. The first step is when they close you up and reset the system. Resetting is like setting a nuclear bomb on you, is what was done. And they did it all in such a way that you all are on this earth clowning and acting a fool about any and everything and have not even realized there has been a bomb set for you and on you. Get your food, your seeds, clear your bank account, get everything you're going to need because you're subject to remain and fall with Babylon because you have rejected truth since the beginning of time. And at this day and time, he ain't playing with you. He prophesied everything. He ain't playing with you. He making it come to play. Again, Revelation 18 and verse 2 is the mystery of the migrants. They coming to bring war, destruction, violence against you, the people of this country. And yes, they're going to take from you and see to it that all the migrants have, because they want you to be angry toward the people that they're bringing in. And you don't understand how important for you to have been angry and have said something, because guess what? What they're going to do is they're going to take from you and make sure they have. They already did it. They already did it. And make sure they have everything to fight you with, to destroy you. Because they know that when they bring them in, it's just going to be nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. That means people against people. One saying I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm Palestine. Y'all, wait a minute, hold up. The Father finna let y'all have y'all good old time. If you think you had a good time all this time, you about to see something you ain't never thought you would live to see. Because many of you are about to fall right in it. So if you live in the year of 2024 and 25, guess what? You better get your money ready. You better get everything you got. China didn't send them 200 million over here to play with you. And it's one leader that people will listen to every video and give him 8,000, 10,000 likes, subscribers, and praise when he's speaking. And he's talking about Democratic and Republican. I'm like, do that fool understand what is going on? I learned that melanated people is lost with the cause and without. Because as he was showing me, look at all of them that I gave, not that he gave, not the Father gave, that Satan has the seed of. Look at all the money they have. Look at everything in the world they have. But they serving Satan. Those are your melanated people that want to call themselves the Judith, and Judith want to call them my people. And he said, you notice everybody you keep complaining about is always supporting all they wrongdoing. That's why these men are supporting, because they are the Satan seed. They got to protect Satan's seed. And that's why they're supporting men. And prefer to still yet do as Adam did, blame woman, to get it off of man. And look what happened. Because all of this stuff that they're doing, and Kevin Hart, all of them, they didn't dress like a woman because they dressed like a woman. They had to turn into something. Don't look at Jamie Foxx. Don't look at Kanye. Don't look at these people as to be holy than thou. Don't look at them as righteous. Don't look at them as just. When these men, these melanated men, put these men on pedestals like they have done, when they have done that, they are the seed of Satan. That's why it's so easy for them to blame Jada. A lot of them have stepped in the same thing Diddy did, the same thing Will Smith done, the same thing R. Kelly done, the same thing. They've been doing it since the beginning of time, Father, y'all says. That's what had taken place in Genesis 6. Every imagine and thought that they had was wicked and evil. Does not that match your melanated men that's now being brought to the light in what they've been doing? When I heard Will Smith's wife come up, not Jada, but his other wife, and said Will Smith been doing that way back, even before she met him, I told y'all that. But look how these men, it's two men with what you call too strong. These are some of the weakest minded men on the face of the earth. And they on here, on page, calling themselves too strong. They just put up another clip a week ago saying the men are like this because their mother scored them. always trying to find a way out. But I thank the Father for Genesis chapter 3 and 15. He says, see, Deborah, they seed was of Satan from the beginning. While these men are trying to make the world see them to be okay. No, the Father said these men was doing this because their father was doing it. Their father, their grandfather, all of the men was doing it in time past. Did we have some women doing it? Yeah, because I heard what's her lady name? Jada, not, this other black lady that's a singer. She schooled some young boys too. She did it too. But it doesn't, when you finish, anytime something go down, like the father came to Adam, these men would have to go to the men. But since they reject, because the father said, we're too strong, both of them had to have messed with, or been messed with, or messed with young boys before, for them to sit and support Diddy and Will Smith in what they are doing. You don't know if they want to turn on the water or turn it off. But you know that something is flaky with the darker skinned one, because his little hands is like women hand. You know, I'm like saying, wait a minute, something wrong with this. Look like he has some sugar in him anyway. So it leads me to understand that this thing been going on for a long time. So the migrants, the mystery of the migrants is in Revelation chapter 18. That means it's on, y'all. You're sitting around here waiting for tribulation. It already taking place. The only thing about it is you better get your stuff packed. And when I say pack up your storage, pack up your house, put away food, water, clothing, everything, because you're going to be here when this country come down. You're going to be here. So you can sit and think you can fool Sister Deborah, you can fool the world. You ain't coming out of here because you lied and you're still lying about anything spirit and truth. You don't have the light because the light would show all your darkness up. You see? You rather live in the darkness, and the Father said, live on. Because what they are bringing these migrants here now, if they already in a year and a half have 5 million, they said, now they're bringing them in at almost 5,000. Is it 5,000? I think they say a month. That's just too deep, y'all. But it's only fulfilling my Father's word. These are the demons, the devils that's coming in with the devils that's here. And this is why they gave y'all the movie Purge. All of these restrictions and these things are going to actually take place. So you all go on and keep living in y'all la land, thinking that everything is going to be the way you think it, you feel it. You, your babies. Just imagine women with babies, just having babies. Young children. This is what their tomorrow is going to be. This is what their tomorrow is going to be. So get ready, get ready, get ready. Pack up. Get you all the food. Plant you something in your house. If you can dig up the wood work in your house to plant food, dig it up. Because you're here to stay. Shalom and shalom.